What's up guys, it's your boy Clutch Kick KJ and I'm back with another vloggity vlog, and in this video I'm going to be giving you guys an update on my RB26.
Okay, first things first. Status of the R-Beast. I've been getting vibrating on my steering wheel for a few months now. I just figured maybe the wheels may have came unbalanced. I don't know, the tires haven't been balanced since I put the wheels on probably a year and a half ago. I don't remember when I put them on. But I was getting vibration in the steering. So I went over to my boy T's shop, Tires Express, to try to see if I can get the tires and wheels rebalanced to see if that might fix my issue. Well, this is what I ended up finding out when I went over to the shop. I'll go ahead and insert those clips here now.
When you first push in the clutch, that's the moment. That's when you really notice it. Just how different it feels. Unreal. Whoa, it's like having gold. Told you you'd be impressed, didn't I? No, it goes way beyond that. This blows me away. How'd you manage to get a hold of something like this? I just can't believe you got this for the 8.6. That's amazing.
Yeah, me either. Haven't felt this excited in a while.
You can leave it up to me to never fail or cease to switch it up. I'm still smoking plenty blunts. Some say it's too many blunts. Go catch me out here eating lunch. Then after that, go see me hunt. Pull up S13 and pop my hood and let my trunk thump. Riding through the hood, I bump. The thump from trunk will shake you up. Pull up to the party spark. The girl see me and save a spot. She know I know what I want. She wondering if she the one. But I ain't gon' start.
My car literally can't make it up this little bitty lip here. This thing is tiny. I couldn't make it up with the front bumper on, so I had to take the front bumper off. Because of low life. Oh well. What do you think, guys? Should I do some camera like this? Camera gang? Should I do camera like that? Yes. Alright. That's camera, boy. It was like negative like 40. Alright. New tires mounted. Bumper back on. Should get rid of the problem I had with the vibrations I was feeling. Tires Express, hit them up. All right, I'm done. So the car is driving phenomenal again, no more vibrations at higher speed. And the next thing I had to fix on the car was my wideband. I don't know if you guys noticed, but on the way to, when I was going to weigh the car, my wideband was working, and on the way back, it stopped working. Well, what ended up happening was my wiring was resting on my exhaust. I was unaware that it was doing that. Basically, it melted everything and it burned out the gauge. But I went and bought a new gauge. Just happened to be Jonathan's old gauge. John, 2J Slay, John. I bought his old wideband and wired it up. I filmed it on Snapchat. I don't really Snapchat too much, and so it was a nightmare, but I fixed that, and that's all. So as I said before, this video is gonna be an update on my RB26 that's currently not in the car. This would be my RB25. It's currently in the car, but video's not about this thing. I think the last video I posted about the engine was some parts that I had collected for it. Well, I've been collecting some more parts. I still don't have everything I need, but I figured I would go over to where the engine's at, show you all the parts that I currently had for it and the new parts that I do have for it, and might even work on a little bit. And I just have a few parts stored in the RB. But I'm not gonna be driving this thing because it's been raining a lot, and this vented hood sucks when it's sitting still in pouring rain, and I don't want to park it outside for a long period of time, because last time that happened, I ended up flooding out all my coil packs, and I had to vacuum out all the water in the cylinders. So not gonna be driving it, gonna take the daily. So enough talking, let's get over to where the RB26 is and let me show you guys what's going on. What's up guys, it's a new day. Ended up not going to mess with the RB26 because it was later in the evening and I didn't want to mess with anything. But it's early morning the next day and I'm just gonna head over there now and let's get started. You can see all the dew on the car. Okay, let's go. All right guys, I'm gonna go over everything I have from my RB26 that's in my current possession. I'm still waiting on a few more parts, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna show you everything that I have. Now, it's been about almost 2 years since I bought some of the other parts for it, and to be honest, I kind of forgot some of the parts that I already had, so I may have ordered multiples of the same, which as you can see, I have 2 of the Chromatic seal gasket kits for it. Oh well, and then this is a Chromatic version of the rear main seal. And then I also have a OEM one. So I'm gonna end up running this one. I have rocker cover gaskets. I don't remember if these are for my 25 or for the 26. I got the half moons. I can look up the part number and see. If it's for the 25, it's no problem. I can just order some for the 26. Next, I have the Tomei, mainly metal gasket kit for it. 2 exhaust manifold. Got the intake manifold, and we have the ITB throttle bodies. Then I have the Nubis Performance. This is all zinc coated. Yeah, that Tommy FEL life. All zinc coated hardware, most of it. This is for the water pump. These are for the valve covers. Oil pump. Rear main seal, and coil pack cover. And then we have the idler pulley, OEM Nissan, and as you can see, I also have another one. I forgot that I already had bought one before. So I have 2 of those. And here's the new crank gear. Mine is probably fine, but I just decided since I'm in there, I might as well replace it. And then I have a new tensioner. And I have the spring. And as you can see, focus. I already had this one. I forgot I had it back when I bought this. So I bought another one. Yeah. And in here, if you don't know what these are valve stem seals. These are the SuperTech valve stem seals. All right, here's a better view. These are the valve stem seals from SuperTech. I also bought another Woodruff key, might not need to use it. I bought a crankshaft plate, goes on one side, and then this goes on the other side. You need these, you're replacing the crankshaft gear, which is over here. I have ARP exhaust manifold studs, all new ones, because on the RBs, they are notorious for breaking off whenever you take the turbos off. I didn't have that issue with my RB25, thankfully. I don't know how the RB26 is gonna go when I pull the turbos off, but we'll see. But I'm gonna be replacing them with ARP boys. Kind of going out of order with some stuff, but it doesn't matter. Next, I have my Mishimoto oil cooler set up with the thermostatic oil plate, sandwich plate, whatever you want to call it, with all the fittings and stuff that I need. Also running a Nismo thermostat, This is what I run on my 25. Never had any issues. This is a N1 water pump. N1, get down there. N1 oil pump that also came with hardware. And this is also zinc coated, but I also have the other one, so it doesn't matter which ones I use. HKS timing belt, ARP head studs, ID 1300X injectors. All right, and I have spool billet oil pump gears for these oil pumps because they're known for when you're bashing rev limiter at a pretty high power rate. Sometimes these break, but these billet ones will not break, and these were not cheap. So big up the spool guys, and they're down in Australia. Show you, mate. I have a radium fuel rail and a couple fittings. Then I have my Tomei head gasket. I think it's a 1.2 millimeter head gasket. And then I have the Nubis Performance R35 coil pack conversion kit. I'm gonna be getting rid of the igniter, factory igniter, and just eliminate any problems I'll have with the spark and whatnot. So these are gangster. And then I have my Haltech plug and play. Well, I might be changing some, we're not gonna talk about that. I might not be using that, I'm still not sure. And here I have the Franklin Engineering RB head drain kit. I didn't run it on my 25, but I decided since we're gonna be going a little bit more crazier, okay, I'm going to be going a lot more crazier with the 26. I figured I'd go ahead and throw this on too. And to keep my Tomei theme going on, I have a set of Tomei cams that I'm going to be throwing in there with a set of Kelford valve springs. I know you may be wondering, why didn't I just go with some Tomei valve springs? Well, for the stage I'm going for, the Kelford valve springs are actually a little bit better than the Tomei ones, so that's why I went with these. Now, when I got the engine, I was already made aware of it. The harness is cut. It's no big deal. I didn't need a harness anyway. If you can see, the oil pan is broken. I'm not exactly sure how that happened. It's just mounts for the gearbox anyway. I probably could have still ran it with no issues, but I hit up my boy over in Japan at the time, and he sourced me another RB26 oil pan, and I paid $650 to get this over here. This was pretty damn expensive. And basically, if you haven't realized why you don't see a lot of RB26 swaps in S chassis, this is the main reason. It's because the oil pan, the all-wheel drive setup, you can't pretty much use this in an S chassis without modifying just everything to get it to work. And you also can't use the RB26 all-wheel drive gearbox, which comes with the RB26. So this is why mostly people run the RB25 setup, because you don't have any issues with the oil pan clearance. It basically drops right in, you know, with a mount kit. So what people normally do is they usually just cut the front diff completely off, and they cut the axle hub off as well, and they just weld it shut, and you can run this pan as a rear-wheel drive oil pan. Or CX Racing. They're the only company I've seen that makes one. It's an aluminum pan. The welds look pretty decent on it. I'm not gonna take it out of the packaging, but it's got, you can see, I don't know if I can get that to focus, but it's got trap doors, built-in trap doors, and baffling down in there. I mean, it's a pretty legit pan. And this was about, I think, $600. So if I knew back then that they made this, I wouldn't have spent $600 on getting that one made. But, so I have that problem solved. Okay, I looked up the part number for the valve cover gaskets, and RB25 and RB26 are the same, so It's all good. I'm not sure how long this video is gonna be. I'm not trying to make my videos as long as they usually used to be. It's a lot easier for me to edit and keeps you guys entertained more. So that's gonna be the update for all the parts that I have for the RB26. What I plan to do next is, since I'm here, I'm probably gonna end up trying to pull off the twin turbos and maybe the intake manifold, depending on how I feel. But that'll all be for another video. So like, subscribe, comment, let me know if you're excited about this. I'm not sure when I'm gonna put the engine in the car, but I'm making moves to finally start putting things into work or things into motion to get the engine in the car. Oh, and if you're wondering what car I'm gonna put it in, I'm gonna be putting it in the RB. Originally, I was going to build another chassis. I don't know, it was Skyline or a Laurel or something, BMW, I'm not sure, but come to the conclusion, I don't want to build any more chassis. I'm happy with my S13 and S14. It's more than enough, so the RB26 is going to be going into the RB if you guys want. So that's gonna be all. Hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you're at, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace.
They know the debate was suicide. Too deep when I ride. Ruby getting out for the pills that I supply. The screws are bound, flat tires in a 06 Chevy. Looking like I'm Bloody Mary, sipping codeine and berry. I'm down the dark when I smoke up and I'm creeping like Frank. Raising the chopper right at your face and after